Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the throne. When my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the throne. When my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, glowing up, but we still trapped. That's how a nigga survives. Flowing out, got the crowd packed. Yeah, that's how a nigga provides. Y'all insta this, y'all snap that, y'all diss this, and they snap back. Another mass shooting in the headlines. I'm like, damn, where that attack at? Cause y'all think this about race. They font that shit in your face. It's like every day it's the same agenda. It's really not that hard to trace. Fuck it, we might as well face it. Accept it, whatever it's wrapped in. There'll come a day when they run out of grace. So me and my niggas stay trapping. Yeah, ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. When my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Hey, somewhat between who I wanted to be and then what I became. Ended up going my own way, but I couldn't stay in my lane. Now if I'm honest, I've taken a liking to wearing these chains. They hold me down, make it easier when I start feeling the pain. Out of the overflow, your heart, they say.
You're full, Normuth.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling.
The basson is a sizzling.
To the Daily Swole.
Testing. Test, testing, testing. Testicles, testicles. Welcome, everyone, to episode 1287 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gangcast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and ye old hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swoley O. Welcome to the episode. Welcome, fam. Are you getting your Swole text? Everyone come on in. Swole text fam, getting their alerts. Welcome, ex-members, Mark, Anthony, Hunt, Fish, Keto. Hello. Lovely Decree. What's up, Mario? Everyone is showing up looking tight, looking lit, getting your texts on. Everyone got your text? Everyone got your Swole text? Oh my goodness. Welcome, everyone, to the show. Happy Thursday, November the 14th. Welcome. Today is a little bit of a different day, a little bit of a different flow. A reminder for those of you that are just tuning into the podcast, a last reminder for those of you that are thinking about joining Swolenormous X or Uncensored, Unlimited or Uncensored. Now is the time, because starting tomorrow, remember, tomorrow will be a traveling cast. Now, I truly hope I can do a full-blown live stream, because where I live, where I'm traveling, there ain't going to be a lot of internet. So hopefully the live stream is no problem. But I just want to remind all of you that this podcast will not be live here on the channel for the next several days. It will only be inside Swolenormous X for members. We'll be streaming in the live Facebook private Facebook group. So if you are interested, less than the price of a peppermint mocha latte. That's right. We're on to the peppermint mocha. Less than the price of a peppermint mocha latte. For less than $3, you can get access to Uncensored, which will give you access to the private community. You won't miss a single podcast. So I will be seeing everyone, of course, every day. If you listen to the audio, you'll still get the podcast. Nothing changes. But the live streams will not be here on the main channel. So make sure that you check it out. Make sure that you check it out. You got your Swole text on. If you got Swole text, you will be alerted, and I'll tell you exactly where I am, when I am, what's going on. And for those of you that are on Swole text, since I'm traveling, I am going to be up in Swole text like a beast. So I'm going to be all up in that shit. So make sure you're paying attention to your messages and your texts and interacting with me there. And I still have a ton. All of you that got messages yesterday that gave me those awesome responses to the question that I texted you yesterday, I'm still going through. There's a lot of people I'm still responding to. So just patience, and I'll get to as many as I possibly can. You hear what I'm saying? You hear me? You heard? As many as I can. I'll get to as many as I can. Promise. I promise. I will. I'll get to them. I know. I'll get to them. So my text's been on Swole. How many people, is your phone getting heavier? Do you feel when you pick up your phone and you see Papa Swolio dropped you a text, does it feel like a brick? Does it feel like your phone is like, oh my God, it's fucking heavy? My phone is yoked as fuck. My phone is swole. It's absolutely busting at the fucking seams. Do you feel that? You feel that? It is pouring. My goodness. Great. There's nothing like knowing you're going to the airport and it's just fucking storming outside. Like I can't even see out the window. It's completely, the window is just getting hammered with water and it's all white and gray outside. Perfect. Perfección. I'm going to have to check and make sure my flight is not delayed at all. Exciting stuff. I really hope it's not delayed. I really hope I don't have to fucking sit around the airport fucking around. That's one thing that's in Florida. When you're flying, if it rains, it's like, the airlines know. They know. It rains every day down here, so that's nothing. As long as it's not crazy windy and stuff like that. Oh, loving the text. Thank you, Katie Pretty. What a great name. Katie Pretty. Katie Pretty. Swole text is the shit. Oh, that's right. So today's episode is aptly titled, let me bring this up for a second because I forget what I titled it. I wrote over here and I closed the window. Your health is priceless. So on the back behind me, I have cost on the board. And I want to talk a little bit about this. I posted a video today. How many of you caught today's video about donuts? Phil, it looks like your phone's on delay. Swole text definitely does not have a few minutes delay, so you must not be getting your text. You better reset your network settings. If you don't get your text super fast before the podcast goes live, reset your network settings because I send that well before. I send that well before I go live. But today's episode on the main channel, the main YouTube, the new Nuts on Chin, was the donuts, the diet donuts. So this company, Greg's, I don't know if it's I didn't even look it up. I didn't even Google what Greg's was. So it's a UK brand. I guess it's a deli or a pastry. They sell pastries. It doesn't even fucking matter. It doesn't even matter. They made a diet donut. I'm just going to bring up the video for a second. So they made a diet donut. And their diet donut is a donut with a fucking hole in it. So instead of having cream or jelly in it, all they did was they cut out the hole. So it got a little bit of a pushback. I guess Piers Morgan on Good Morning Britain made some comments about it because he's been vocal against the fat acceptance and everyone gives him shit for it. And I don't know I don't watch all his stuff and I don't know every single point he's made. And I don't know every single political point. And, you agree with someone on one thing and then people automatically assume you agree with everything that they say. So I don't really know anything about Piers Morgan. I just know that he's popped up in my feed. He's popped up in my searches and he's given me content in the sense that he's covered topics like this on the media. And that's one of the more sensitive places to cover this shit. That's one of the more sensitive places to cover any of this stuff is on mainstream media. So he made some comments about how this is bullshit, which I agree it's bullshit. It's true, but it's also bullshit. So this company is cutting holes and now they're acting like because it's 50 calories less because they cut a fucking hole in it, that all of a sudden it's a diet donut, which is a joke. It's true, it's factual, there's less donut, but if I eat half a slice of pizza, that doesn't make it less pizza. I mean, it does physically, but it doesn't make it any less pizza, if you know what I'm saying. If you eat half a donut, it's still a fucking donut you're eating. If you eat half a piece of pizza, you're still eating pizza. And if you're eating a donut because it's a diet donut, you don't have your priorities lined up. If you're eating a donut, oh, this is a diet donut, you shouldn't be eating a donut. Really, chances are, if you're eating a donut because it's a diet donut, you shouldn't be eating a fucking donut. You probably should not be, you're not making good health choices. You're not making good food choices. If you're eating a donut because it says diet on it, like, give me a fucking break. You're not in the right place. You're not in the right state of mind. You're not on the right flow if you are eating a donut because it's fucking diet. And if you have a donut that's diet, you have a hole, guess what people are going to do? What happened when Dunkin' Donuts came out with donut holes? Remember what they did? They created the holes. Like, hey, we're saving all this dough. Let's make the holes. People just bought 60 of them. People just bought a whole fucking like crate of them. And no, it's not a joke. It's not a joke. This looks like a joke. It's not a joke. It's not a fucking joke. I mean, it's not, the company is obviously trolling to an extent because it's kind of a joke. I think there's some kind of initiatives over in Britain. I've read that they're trying to, put a little more pressure on companies to be more healthy or health minded. But as much as these companies are also, and the culture is pushing on fat acceptance and obesity is beautiful and all that bullshit, we also have these companies that are working this whole diet angle. I mean, if you're making donuts and you have any kind of concept of diet in the word, it's a joke. It's a joke from our perspective, but I think it's a serious thing because they're not lying. They're not being incorrect by saying it's less calories. It is. There's less donut. If it's a smaller amount, it's going to be less. So it's not like they're lying. It's just a little bit of a kind of a troll. And some of these other things that, and yeah, when you have diet food, when you have food that's supposed to be low in calories or food that's supposed to be diet oriented, you're going to have substitutions. You're going to have less calories. And where do you make up the flavor? If you're taking out fat and stuff for calories, you're going to be adding sugar. You're going to be adding other garbage to make it taste better, to make up for the fact that there's less in it. So if you're trying to make the same product or make it look the same and taste the same, like diet soda, you put in all these artificial sweeteners because you're not putting in sugar. It's the same, if not worse, than regular soda. So you're not really replacing with anything better. But that being said, if you haven't checked out that video, go check it out. It's on the Swole Enormous channel. Today's video, health is priceless. And today's Swole card, health is life. Health is life. So if you want to win this card, hashtag health is life. And I will pick a winner at the end of this podcast and I will send this out. Got a bunch of them going out today before I head out of town. And we'll be sending out some of those Swole cards. So you'll be getting those real soon. So health is life, hashtag health is life to win today's Swole card. And again, I'll announce the winner at the end of the podcast. And you got my little signature at the bottom. Health is life. And I'll announce the winner at the end of the Mancast, of the Slamcast. And what price can you put on health? There are a lot of justifications that people make for food choices. And when it comes to deciding what foods to put in your face hole, like every time you eat, I don't know what goes through your head. I mean, we're looking at these donuts, these diet donuts. What's really the kicker here? What are people that are eating these things? What are they not doing? They're not asking themselves the right question. Every time you eat something, every time you consume food, every time you make a choice, every time you make a purchase, you're voting for a company. You're voting for whatever food stuff you're purchasing. You're investing in your body. And I said yesterday, I think it was yesterday's podcast, one of the most annoying things or one of the things that really pisses me off is when I see a fat person washing their car because they're taking care. And this, again, I mentioned this when I talked about this topic before. It's not to say that that person isn't taking care of their health or trying to get better in the process of losing weight, but just the concept of someone who's not in good physical shape that is washing and taking care of their fucking car, their depreciating asset. It's just a fucking, it's not something that's going to give back. You're not investing when you buy a car. You're losing money when you buy a car. So anytime you're washing, taking care of that fucking thing, you're just maybe slowing the demise. You're trying to maintain whatever minimal amount of money you can get back for it if you decide to sell it. But you're never making money on a car unless you buy one of maybe a handful of these extremely rare cars that will actually go up in value or maintain value over a longer period of time. But those are rare. Cars are depreciating, just depreciate. You just lose money. You're losing money on it. So anytime someone is taking care of their car more than they're taking care of their health, it's sad because your car, you can replace those. You're going to get a new one. It's going to be an old piece of junk in 5-10 years. But your body is something that you're going to have the rest of your life. You're never getting rid of your body until you die. You're always going to have your body. You might try to fix it. You might try to cut into it and reattach things. You might have to get something replaced. But it's not like a car where you get the same exact part. When you get a hip replaced, when you get something done with your shoulder, you're never the same. You're never 100% again. So it's this mindset that this is not permanent. Your body is not permanent. And people confuse that for, hey, my body's not permanent. Let me do whatever I want with it. Let me just trash it because I'm only here once. I say you're only here once. Let's take care of it and let's put some investment into your body. Because when you give to your body, when you invest into your body, you actually get more long-term benefits. You actually win over the long term. You are going to get that back plus who knows how many more like exponential dividends you're going to get because of all the things you can do when you have health. So think about when people are 50 and 60 years old that can't move. People are they're young, they're halfway through their lives and they can't move. They have diabetes. People consider 50 and 60 old. I really do not think that's old at all. I think it's old if you treat your body like shit. I think it's old if you don't exercise. I think it's old if you don't do mobility. I think it's old if you don't. Your body is only old if you don't take care of it. I don't know how old everyone here is watching live. You could drop in the comments, but how many of you now? Let's see, like how many, give me this example. Like, are you healthier than you are? Are you healthier now than you were in your 20s? A lot of you are in your 30s and 40s and 50s. Some of you are younger, but a lot of people that are in this community and this Swole fam are feeling better now than they did when they were 20. You've all met, maybe you were that person. Maybe you were that 20 or 25-year-old that was obese, you were unhealthy, and you felt like shit. And now you're 45 and you feel fucking better than you did when you were 20 because you're eating better, you're exercising, you're meditating, you're in a better mind space. You're taking care of your body. You can totally feel better now than you did before. And I used to crush the weights. I'm 36 years old. I used to feel, you think you feel good. You think you feel good when you're younger. I mean, this happens a lot. I'm not saying this is across the board for everyone, but you think you feel good. And now you might think you feel good. However, you don't have perspective in the current moment. You have perspective in the current moment relative to something in the past. But what a lot of people find, and this is an example from the elimination diet, once you start cutting out some of these foods, then you start really noticing, oh shit, I feel so much better when I don't drink a gallon of milk a day. I feel so much better when I don't eat bread. Whether or not like bread is the absolute devil for you, you feel better when you don't consume it. Oh, I feel so much better now when I'm not doing those things. I didn't realize because I was so used to eating all these things. Now, in your life, like in your 20s, when you're in your 20s and you don't have the perspective. So those of you that feel better now than you did 20 years ago or 15 years ago or 10 years ago or 5 years ago, when you were 5 years ago or 20 years ago, you didn't realize how you felt because that was all you knew. You were in the moment. You were in the middle of it. You didn't have perspective. So you were maybe staying up all night or drinking and then going to the gym or not going to the gym, and you were just partying. And because you always did that, and because you were young and because you could recover faster and just because your body was just able to, it was more malleable. You're able to handle more just naturally because you were younger. And you think that you felt, oh, I felt so great. I used to go and do all these things. I used to go and do all drinking and partying. Just because you could handle it or you thought you could or you survived it doesn't mean you were thriving. And we lose perspective on that. We think, oh, I used to do all this stuff when I was 20. Doesn't mean you were actually healthy. Doesn't mean it wasn't destroying your body. You could have felt, imagine if you took care of your body then, how much better you would have felt then. All right. Now that you know when you're taking care of what it actually means to take care of your body, it gives you perspective on shit. I wasn't doing anything properly. I used to eat like a beast and train like a beast. I was also sucking down antibiotic pumped chicken. I was drinking all these protein shakes and I was taking all those supplements. I was doing all that stuff and I had so much extra bloat. When I look at pictures, if I could find them, I had so much extra bloat, and of course I built muscle and I gained weight, but I had a lot of extra bloating and body fat, and I would not do it the same way if I had to do it again. I'm grateful that I ended up where I am today. I'm very happy with the way my physique looks and the way I feel. However, it wasn't like it was a perfect journey. Just because I did some of those things and got here doesn't mean that was the best way to get here. Doesn't mean that there wasn't a better approach that could serve me better in the future had I done it differently. So there's always room for improvement. That's what I don't like about all this bullshit with like lack of responsibility and accountability. You're always able to do better. I'm able to do better. And if I'm able to do better, so are you. And just because you survived doesn't mean you were thriving. Just because you made it, just because you're still breathing today doesn't mean that you were crushing it in your 20s. And just because you didn't die, that's what you should have done. You could still do better. And look at this. A lot of you in the comments, right here, this one popped out. Phil, I absolutely wish I knew now back when I was 20, I would be a fucking animal. Yeah, like I look back and I was like, man, I was crushing it. However, I never did yoga. You guys know how much I talk about yoga. I wasn't practicing yoga when I first started training. I wasn't practicing yoga for the first, let's see, probably the first 7, 8, 9 years of training, maybe more. I never practiced yoga. Maybe, let's just say 10 years. Let's just say 10 years. Let's round up. You know, whether it's 7, 8, 10, doesn't matter. But for the first half, let's just say the first half of me training, never did yoga. Never did yoga. Barely did. Maybe after the first 7 or 8 years, I started doing foam rolling, but really didn't do a lot of that stuff. Like that was all, the first half was me just fucking lifting and getting yoked. All right. That was kind of like when the internet was new, when Facebook was just starting, when YouTube was barely a thought, you know, and you're just going to the gym and I was doing the basics and I was following what these bodybuilders were doing. Oh, they were eating every 2 hours and they were training and doing these routines. And I was studying exercise science in school and I was just applying and trying and living, breathing, live, breathe, eat. I was just living, breathing, just sleeping. Everything was gym. Everything was the gym. Everything was bodybuilding and it was training. And then it gradually transitioned into more health and longevity, which I'm grateful for. I got more involved with foam rolling, corrective exercise, because you start to feel over time when you hammer yourself over and over again, you start to feel the wear and tear. It comes around. It comes around. This is why I'm trying to get that verbiage out to all of you so much. That's why I'm trying to promote yoga and mobility and meditation right now, because it catches up. It will catch up, and I don't want it to catch up. I don't want it to catch up. It will. There will be a point when something breaks. There will be a point where you just can't recover from something, or there will be a point where just something snaps. I don't want it to snap. I've had those cramps or those muscle pulls or something spasms, and I've had that. It's not pretty. You don't want that. That's not something that should be encouraged, but it can happen. And the longer you wait to start implementing a lot of these principles, the more risk you're at. And it's not something that I want you to deal with, which is why I hammer so much. That's why, for those of you that are in Swolenormous X, that's why it's Swollen 7. That's why there's Swole Good. That's why there's an entire yoga studio. It's like, make sure you pay attention. Do your yoga. Do your mobility. Pay attention. Be consistent with it. It's like washing your car. It's like filling up your gas tank. Fuel, eating, is filling up your gas tank, okay? When you're doing yoga and mobility, that's changing your oil, that's making sure there's air in your tires, that's vacuuming the seat, that's making sure your car looks nice. Now, my car, I should clean it more. I take care of my body more than my car. I swear there's some kind of subconscious little thing in my head that if I take any kind of time to take care of my car, that's taking away from time for my body, because I will not wash my car for a fucking year. I won't. I will not wash my car for a year. But I'll take care of my body. Like, what's more important? I'd rather have a car that's not looking sharp and have a body that's on point than vice versa. So I think there's some kind of subconscious thing there with me where I just like actively, I don't want to pretend, I don't want to care. I don't want to care about that thing that isn't giving me value, aside from getting me to the gym. I mean, I want it to do what it needs to do. It doesn't have to, it doesn't have to look like anything to write home about. It's just not my thing. The car's not my thing. Some people love fucking cars. Okay, fine. But in other words, don't make it at the expense of your health. That's what bothers me. If I see an obese person washing their fucking car, I just want to, fuck, you should not have a car. Start walking. Start walking to work. Lose some fucking weight. Take care of your body. Take care of your body. Stop trying to, stop working on the superficial stuff that isn't giving you any value, that isn't giving you longevity. I mean, it's okay to like cars, but don't you want to be alive to be able to wash your car until you're 80 or 90? Don't you want to be alive to enjoy cars? And usually it's not like a sports car. I'm talking like, someone's outside washing a fucking Toyota and it's like, okay, take care of your body. Take care of your body. Make better choices. Just think about that. I love the analogy of a car being like a body. I think it's such a great analogy because we all have cars or we all experience cars, and it's easy to understand, oh, that makes sense. And if you think about it like that, okay, your body gets certain fuel too. You don't necessarily give it 87 or 89 or 91 or 93, but that's what the elimination diet is for. The elimination diet is so you can figure out what your octane is. How many of you have done an elimination diet? How many of you have done an elimination diet and have really, and are continuing to customize your nutrition? How many of you are actually applying that and really seeing amazing progress? I saw this popped out earlier, and I wanted to make sure that I bring it up. Let's see. Oscar, I didn't practice yoga until now, and I have been training for 20 plus years. Thanks to you, I'm getting incredible results. This is like the kind of example that I'm talking about. It's not just how you feel, it's how you look. It changes the way yoga will change how your muscles are shaped. It'll change your recovery periods. You'll be able to train more. You'll be able to train harder. You'll get better contractions. You'll get better pumps. It opens up all these fibers that get kind of balled up and trapped and knotted up. It's amazing. Yoga, if you're not practicing yoga, I can't tell you this enough. If you're not practicing yoga, you are 110,000% just straight missing out. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You are missing out in every sense of the word. That's why we have so many fucking yoga classes in Swolenormous X. It's because it is the game changer. You pair up, like we have everything in there. That's why Swolenormous X, and that's why this podcast and Swolenormous X is so intertwined. It's because all those things, all the actual application inside X is literally what we talk about here on the podcast. It's your training. It's your fundamental approach to nutrition. It's your yoga and your mobility, your active recovery. It's your meditation. We're getting mind, body. We're working on our fuel. We're working on our discipline and consistency. All these different pillars of training and fitness, nutrition, all the 7 pillars of Swolenormous, all these things are evident inside Swolenormous X and on this podcast for a reason, because they cover all the different areas that are most important to get amazing results long term. And the great thing is, in the details within those different sections, within those different concepts, you customize. Not everyone's going to want the same results, and not each and every single one of you are coming from the same backgrounds. Not each and every single one of you need the same type of stress or need the same type of training or the same type of nutrition, but that's the point. You need to figure out your own octane. You need to figure out which foods are best for you. What is your fuel? You just assume that if you go to the supermarket, oh, because I could put this in my mouth, then it should go in my mouth. Remember, no dirty bleeding AIDS dicks. No dirty dicks, fam. No dirty dicks should be going in your mouth. Ladies or gentlemen, no matter what your preference, no matter what you claim to be, no dirty dicks. You should be eating the right foods for your body. Does that mean you can never have anything off the menu? You never have any kind of, quote, cheat? You're not going to think of it as cheating. I really do feel like that is a dangerous way to look at nutrition. Don't think of it as cheating. You are giving your body fuel. If you're making the right decisions for the right reasons, you will be fine. You will be fucking fine. You're making why are you putting that in your mouth? Why are you eating that? If you actually think about that and you answer that question accurately, you're not going to have problems. You're not going to have problems cheating. You're going to eat foods that are right for you. And it doesn't mean you're always going to do everything perfectly or have access to everything perfectly, but the massive, overwhelming consistency and discipline is going to get you amazing results. What up, Vince? 20 years of irritable bowel syndrome, that's IBS for those that don't know, then found you with elimination and yoga. Now, 2 years later, I feel better than in my 20s. That's fucking awesome, bro. Good for you. Good for you. A reminder to those of you that just might be tuning in, we'll be here for a little bit longer because I will be catching a flight. I'm going to make another couple announcements and I'll take some more comments and questions. Drop your comments below for those of you that have had amazing changes. Those of you that feel better now than you did in the past, like, you know, do you feel better now when you're 45 than you did when you're 35? Have you done the elimination diet? Like, what's your personal experience with all these like little concepts that I'm covering? I'd love to give you a shout out. Let's get into some comments. Reminder that today's Swole card is Swole, not Swole fam. No, someone needs to claim that one. I grabbed the wrong one. That's Swole fam. Someone didn't claim that one yet. Make sure you email. If you're winning, make sure you, I'll tell you how to win at the end, but you have to email us. Health is life. That's today's card. Hashtag health is life. If you want to win the Swole card, drop it in the comments below and I'll send you this card. Health is life is the hashtag today. And for those of you that are new to the party or new to the show, new to the podcast, this live cast will be offline for the next several days and will be streamed exclusively inside the private Facebook group for Swolenormous X members only, uncensored and unlimited. So if you want to join, it's less than the price of a Peppermint Mocha Latte. We're on the Peppermint Mocha Latte. We're in Peppermint Mocha Latte season, fam. So I will be streaming inside the private Facebook group, and I will not be streaming on the main channel right here. So you will still get the audio podcast. It'll be uploaded, but for $2.99, you can get access to all this content. And there's also going to be a brand new vlog today. There's a brand new Ask Papa Swole live yesterday. We did it inside the Facebook group. That's also uploaded in your uncensored section. There's a ton of new updates, a ton of new content in uncensored. You're getting new uploads in uncensored in the Swole TV section every fucking day. So make sure you catch up and make sure you drop some comments in that section as well. Catch the latest vids. Cerny, if I hadn't found Swolenormous, I'd be feeling my 63 years. Damn straight. But now you're 63 years young. Feeling good. You're feeling good. Mariah, dad is in his 60s and played tennis every day. Now he hurts and it's so sad because he did everything right staying active but didn't include rest or yoga. Eric, that's how I was in my 20s. I wish I could have focused my workouts differently. I would have been better off now. Felt like all the bro lifts were a waste. That's not necessarily true. It's not a waste. It's just you need the balance. You didn't cover all your bases. You didn't balance that out with all the other aspects of active recovery and stuff. Mario, yoga drastically changed my form and mobility. The way I move around is amazing, and I'm getting better every single day, and I feel great. I feel better now at 32 than I was when I was 18. I feel better now. I feel so good. My joints have never felt better. I feel fantastic. I don't wash my car either. That's what children are for. Ooh, sounds like slave labor. That sounds like slave labor. Sarah, I have done the elimination. I love it. I'm adding more fat and it has been amazing for my skin and energy level. My skin's never looked better. Like when I wash my face, it feels like I'm washing suede. Like just the quality of my skin since, drastically upping my fats when I started adding tons of lots of organ meats and things like that. So much improved. And I feel great. Literally, I feel great. I'm following how I feel. In my performance, and everything's getting better as I'm kind of like skewing more and more towards more of a carnivore type. I'm eating I'm still eating other things and fruits and stuff like that, but a lot of fats. Feeling good. Holy shit, that's awesome, Jessica. Health is life. Got blood test results this morning, indicative that I'm close to being cancer-free. I'll be damned if I ever treat my body like a dump. Good for you. Good for you, Jessica. Congratulations. That's awesome. Let's see here. I really need to start doing yoga. Yeah. Yeah, you do. John, what's up? Oscar, the same, bro. Let's see. John, I'm floored with the development I've learned in 1 year within our community. Yeah, it's great. It's amazing once you start applying this stuff regularly. So it's not just yoga or meditation or mobility in itself. Once you start applying that regularly, woo, once you start actually just hammering away at it really consistently, you see amazing progress. It's all about the consistent application. It's all about doing those things regularly. Hashtag no dirty dicks. Damn straight. No dirty dicks. Only sparkly, clean dicks for me, Papa. You're well. You know what? I think we got another card coming. No dirty dicks card. No. Dirty. No dirty dicks. All right, so we're doing two cards. So now you can drop a hashtag no dirty dicks. We'll do health is life and no dirty dicks. There we go. No dirty dicks. No dirty dicks and health is life. So use the hashtag. We'll do two. No dirty dicks and health is life. 2 cards today. No dirty dicks. Which one do you want? We'll scroll. We'll pick them soon because I got to roll out and I got to catch my flight. Health is life. And hashtag no dirty dicks if you want a hashtag no dirty dicks card. Yeah, drop that in the comments below, and we'll do a double. We'll do a double today, and I'll get those sent out. Listening to Daily Swole, ordering stupid shit on Amazon. That sums up my work day. Nice. Order some good shit. I updated, for those of you that are part of Swolenormous X, I updated my Amazon store. So if you haven't checked out some of the updates in the kitchen, added some cool stuff with organ supplements and some stuff we were talking about for those of you that aren't eating organ meats and things like that. Some options that are really good. So check it out. That's in the announcement section in the private Facebook group, so you can go give that a look. No one likes these dirty dicks. No one wants dirty dicks. No dirty dick / dirty vagina. Well, I don't know. I mean, I guess. Dipped my junk in glitter. It was pretty nuts. Thank you, Sean. He'll be here all week. Thank you. Don't put that dirty cock in your mouth. Hey now. Easy. Language, people. Be nice. I'm just joking. Marine made it back to the gym today after my spinal injection on Tuesday. Didn't want to go, but I heard Papa's voice in my head telling me not to be a bitch. Don't be a bitch after your spinal injection. Hey, no post-spinal injection beachiness. Don't you be a beach. Marine, looking at you, watching you. All right, let's get, drop some more comments below. Let's get some winners going here. Oh, thank you, Sonny. I'm so glad I joined the Swolenormous fam. I have never been more motivated or felt more supportive. You are. Thank you so much for being a part of it. Fucking awesome. Oh yeah, and a reminder for those of you that were jumping on Swole text that answered. So yesterday, you all pretty much responded. So I need to get back on that. I need to get back and respond. So I sent out another text today where the podcast was going live. So everyone that sent messages, while I'm in the airport and stuff like that, I'm going to be answering a lot of the Swole text. So if I didn't answer you yet from yesterday, just be patient. You'll be getting some text today. Didn't get a chance to get to all of them. All right, so let's do the first one. Health is life. We got health is life and no dirty dicks. We got 2 cards. Here we go. First one, health is life, hashtag health is life. So I'm going to scroll and pick a winner right now. Brrr. No, that was a dirty dick one. Dirty dick. Let's see. Health is life. Scrolling. Right in between. Scrolling. Couldn't tell. Scrolling. Michael Baxley. Congratulations, Michael. Everyone say congratulations, Michael, in the comments. You have won the Health is Life card. Send us an email to Swolenormous support at swolenormous.com to win the Health is Life. Let me do this right now. Let me actually add this here. So all you're going to do, send us an email here and to win your card. So congratulations, Michael. You'll get the Health is Life. Send us an email with your mailing information and I'll get this card out to you. So congratulations, Michael. And let's do one more for no dirty dicks. No dirty dicks. Scrolling. Who doesn't want a dirty dick? Who doesn't want a dirty dick? Scrolling, no dirty dick, scrolling. Phil Gerard, you are on No Dirty Dick Patrol. So congratulations, Phil. Send us an email right below, support at Swolenormous, and with your mailing info, and I'll get you this No Dirty Dicks card, ASA to the pizzle. So congratulations, Phil and Michael. That's Phil and Michael. Congratulations down below. And of course, we'll do more of these cards every day. And you'll see all the deets. So congratulations, Phil, and congratulations, Michael. Remember, send us the email to support at Swolenormous. That way, can get that out to you super soon. So Michael and Phil Gerard. Okay, so starting tomorrow, and again, we'll have to see how the live streaming works and how the internet, if it's like not really super funky, but I will be streaming live inside the private Facebook group for all you Swole X fam peeps. So it's going to be very personal. These podcasts are going to get very personal. They're going to be very chill, and we're going to cover some cool content behind the scenes. You're going to get a lot of like inside scoop kind of thing because it's going to be pure Swole fam. So if you want to catch the live streams, and remember, if you sign up for Unlimited, you'll also get the Swole text. So those of you that are part of Swole text, you'll know exactly when I'm going live for the podcast, and then we'll stream live, and then You'll, of course, get the audio if you don't join, you don't sign up, but the live stream will be only in the private Facebook group. So it will not be here on the main channel. So if you don't want to miss an episode, make sure you join. And like I said, it's less than $3. You can go and join uncensored and get access to all the stuff right away. Boom. And then you're in, and then you don't have to worry about it. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining me for episode 1287 of the Most Muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gaincast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleazecast, and Slaycast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. And stay tuned, plug into my Instagram stories. I'll probably be going live at the airport or do some stuff like that. Probably gonna be popping around and doing some stuff. So make sure you follow me and my travels, and I will be posting, of course, a lot along the way. And we will make a shirt. There will be a No Dirty Dick shirt, so for sure. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I will see you tomorrow for 1288. Reminder, in the private Swole fam, in the private Facebook group only. If you want to join and not miss the live cast, make sure you join Swolenormous X Uncensored or Unlimited. And you can learn more at swolenormousx.com. Everyone else, I'll see you tomorrow at 1288. Peace, McGee's, deuce, Magoose, your boy, Papa Swolio, out.